What's up, man? It's been a long ass 2 weeks, 3 weeks since our last podcast.
Yeah, I think it was like around 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just we had midterms. Well, I have midterms next week. What about you?
I wanted to record. Remember?
Yeah. So finally got time to do a podcast. What's happening this week for you, or what happened this week?
My midterms are coming up, so I guess this time your midterms coming up, but next week me.
No, I had midterms next week too, or like this Thursday.
Oh really?
Yeah. So
how'd it go?
Hopefully we can do another podcast after this week.
How'd it go? Your midterms?
It went okay. I guess. I don't know. I haven't got my grade back, so I think I passed. That's always not really reassuring, but yeah. Also got to talk to my crush 2 days ago. Oh man, it was a bit creepy. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of let's just say I use public domain information.
Wait, what? What?
I use public domain information.
What's that?
To be able
social media.
Yeah, yeah. So
wait, what'd you say?
So
what did you say? I follow you on Instagram. Look, it's me.
So she posted on her story that her
on Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah, that her. I'm not gonna say stuff because I don't want people finding out. So her organization was selling items,
like her club.
Yeah, her club
organization.
Yeah, let's just say that, and
yeah,
and I looked at the advertisement. I went to the location during one of my classes, after one of my classes,
yeah,
and she was there.
Yeah,
and the first time I was about to buy it from her, but I was too shy, so I waited for my friend.
What was it? Boba?
Well, I can't say because then it'll become more detailed. Than if she listens to this
that's
podcast,
true.
I'm screwed. And
wait, so it was a fundraiser for her?
Yeah, it was basically a fundraiser for a club.
Okay.
And I waited for my friend, and he came. But when he came, we went up. She wasn't there anymore. So I bought stuff from that person, from the organization, for no reason.
Wait, so you went there? You saw her, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you were afraid to go up to her? So you
Yeah.
waited for your friend?
Yeah.
Oh.
But when my friend finally came, she disappeared because she had class too, I guess.
Oh.
So
you didn't talk to her?
I didn't talk to her. And then...
Oh, I thought you talked to her.
No. There's more. Because she posted the advertisement again. And I went to the...
For the next day or something?
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
So... And I went there again. And she was there again. And this time, I had another friend, different friend. And she was like, encouraging me, like, let's go up there and buy. And we talked to her. And I wussed out so hard. I just ran back to class and I just like sat.
Wait, I thought you said you talked to her.
But it happened again. And
wait, so there's 3 fundraisers.
No. There's
3
a third
sessions?
instance. No, same day. I was just like, no, I need to talk to her, or else nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I just took a guess. Like, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be there again because she just finished class too, like me.
Mm-hmm.
I went back after she was there, and one of our old girlfriends, not really friends, but like an acquaintance. Can't say a name.
Yeah.
But yeah, we talked to the friend, and the whole plan was we talk to the friend, and then we bring the girl in, the crush, and which we kind of did, but I choked so hard.
Wait, what? So you were with another friend, and the plan was for you and that old friend to talk to.
Yeah, kind of like, oh, how's school, blah blah blah. And
to
like,
the girl. Just
yeah.
you two talk to the girl?
Yeah, talk to the old friend. Like, oh, how's school? Like, how you like UCI?
Oh.
And then bring in the crush. But...
just like talk around her and then she...
Yeah,
and
then
she gets curious. Like,
yeah, like,
what made sure you guys...
But I choked. It's kind of embarrassing. I had 3 friends there. And they rated the meeting a 6 out of 10. Which is not bad, I guess. 5 out of 10. That's like... 6 out of 10.
So what did you say to her? Or did you even say anything?
No, I barely said anything, and it was just kind of awkward.
Hi.
Yeah, like
my name is.
Yeah, I didn't even say my name. I was just like.
Do you ever wonder if like, since you didn't say your name, she goes home and then she's kind of curious about who you are?
Oh, dude, I was thinking.
It lingers in her mind.
That weirdo, man.
Yeah. Do you ever wonder?
I don't know what's a bad thought or a good thought, but I hope she approves of me.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Like, it's
likes you?
No, not likes me. She's interested. Like, oh, like that fellow was.
That guy was quirky.
He was quirky, even though he was a little bit odd. Well, that was my week. Not really.
Oh well.
I hopefully I get to see her soon.
Oh.
Alright, well.
Oh, I got my big.
You got your big.
Did I tell you?
Well, yeah, you told me that.
Oh yeah, my big.
He or she was.
It was a guy.
Oh, he. Do you like him?
Yeah, he's actually really nice. He goes. It's kind of weird because he goes to, Fullerton, but he's picked up by Long Beach.
That is kind of weird. I guess probably Fullerton BSA is not that.
Who knows?
Active. Well, over the week, did a little bit of research, and today we'll be talking about H.H. Holmes and his murder mansion. You ever heard anything about that?
H.H. Holmes.
I thought it was like Sherlock Holmes, but no, different. Just H.H. Holmes.
H.H. Holmes. What does it stand for? H.H.
I actually
Harry
Harry
Hodder. Harry Hodder.
H.H. Holmes. What does that stand for? Oh, Herman. Wait, what? Dr. Henry Howard Holmes.
Wait, he's a doctor?
Sorta, I guess. Yeah, he is a doctor. Yeah, he is a doctor. Let's start talking about the murder mansion exactly. So, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's literally a mansion that was meant to murder people.
Like a device? Like a trap?
No, like, it was, I think, it was like a huge ass building.
Where he takes people?
And it was like a hotel, sorta.
Oh.
But the hotel guests would die. That's basically it.
So it's a hotel, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like a hotel.
And then people check in?
Yeah. And
it's like a service.
Yeah.
And then people check in and they get murdered? Or
it's like, oh, here's your room. And then they would go into the room and be like, there's nothing in this room. And then they would die. Either by multiple options.
Oh.
Because this guy was... Like, he was smart. Like, he was scarily smart.
Right.
Because he's a doctor. Like, I mean, not saying that doctors are killers, but he's not stupid, so...
Oh, methodical.
Yeah, methodical there. Like, it's kind of insane how interestingly evil this guy is. Let's just say that. So, I made it a little small description of, like, your experience if you died at this murder mansion.
Experience?
So, let's say you checked in, or whatever. Mm-hmm. You go in, and first door you open, your room, it's empty. That room's empty, right? And you're curious because there's more doors, but you're like, why is there more doors? I just ordered a hotel room, right?
Yeah.
So you open the other doors, but then that door leads to a brick wall. There's nothing there. It's just a brick wall. And you open another one, which is another brick wall. But when you open the third door, it's like a hallway, but it leads to more doors that have...
So it's like a maze of a
house? It's like a maze there. That's a perfect description. It's like a maze of death.
Maze.
That's what people would describe it.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, you go to another room, and you're like, oh, what the heck? It's empty too. And then you start hearing gas.
What the?
So like you know when you hear the pipes going?
Oh yeah.
So you hear like, the pipe and you go, what the heck's going on? And you look up and there's gas coming down.
Oh my god.
Boom,
oh my god.
So he gassed you. And by the time you're like, oh shit, I need to escape. You just keep running, opening doors. It's too late. The whole building's getting gassed and all the doors are fake or it leads to nowhere. Yeah. And you're screwed because it was a maze. Like it was impossible to get out.
Was this guy rich or something?
Kind of. You have to get more into his early life to be able to discuss it. But he was pretty much rich because...
Yeah, because if you think about it, if this guy's built a whole mansion to get away with murder and
I have pictures.
to do murder.
I have pictures, but like people actually had almost like almost like a real life 1-to-1 kind of pictures. So
wait, when was this?
Oh, 1884, so around those.
Before the Yelp reviews.
Yeah, before the Yelp reviews. Poor service almost died.
Oh my god.
Alright, so his early life, it's about... It's almost like what you thought it would be. It's kind of like... you ever hear those stories where it's like, wow, I can't believe he did that. He was always such a good person.
Really?
You ever hear those stories where like someone did something bad? Or like someone, like a kid
do something bad. Oh, do something bad, but you expect...
You're like, wow, I did not expect that. Like, he was such
a
nice kid. Like if you did something, I'm like, wow, I didn't expect you to, I don't know, murdered like 10 people. He was one of those people. Yeah. Usually... he wasn't one of those people.
Usually though, you would expect it to be, their childhood was full of them killing like animals.
Well, that's
and
exactly
stuff.
what I was about to pull out.
No, because it's a really
that's the
among
whole
like
thing, yeah.
psychopathic people.
There were stories of him torturing animals and his
Oh my
violent
God.
father abusing him, but there's no real proof, so we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But you don't understand, like those events can only lead up to so much. And I'm gonna go through like a whole list of detail, like of all the bad things he did.
All the bad stuff in his childhood.
Yeah, but like I personally don't believe that because he's evil is because he tortured animals and his violent father abused him. I'm pretty sure he was just born fucked up. like
what is it called?
nature versus nurture?
Something like that.
Yeah, so like there's no real proof for that. So but that was a good detail you brought up, because that's definitely an interesting fact that we could think about. Like, oh, maybe he was a little fucked up growing up. No, I'm pretty sure he was born fucked up.
Oh wow.
And he grew more fucked up. So pretty smart man. Graduated from the University of Michigan from the Department of Medicine, Surgery.
So this guy is like studying bio and stuff.
Yeah, but
he's really smart.
Yeah, no, but think about what I just said. What is his specialization in medicine?
Oh,
surgery.
Surgery, yeah.
Yeah, it's medicine and surgery.
Medicine to drug you, right?
Yeah.
And surgery to kill you.
Dissect you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like, so it's like, it's not because he was a smart guy and he was like, wow, this is a great career option. No, you start getting little hints of like, he's a little bit fucked up, right?
See, that's so normal though. People study that all the time.
Yeah.
It's just scary how when someone uses it for bad.
Yeah.
That gives me chills.
So he apprenticed under Dr. Nam White, a noted advocate of human dissection. So
human dissection.
Yeah, because surgery doesn't mean you have to dissect people. It's just like you obviously have to fix up people, right?
Wait, so that's human dissection, as in like they're already dead.
Yeah, dead bodies, and you just
what is it called? You know when people investigate how people died? What is that called?
Oh, that sounds so familiar, but I don't know. It's like in the movie, the crime shows.
Yeah,
I don't know. Hopefully someone could tell us.
Yeah.
I know what you mean though.
Yeah.
Alright, so years later, he would be suspected of murder, but at this point, he was just like, "Oh, I'm just an insurance fraudster."
Wait. So he just graduated from University of Michigan for surgery and medicine,
and he got suspected of murder. I don't have the exact details.
How many years later after?
It should be about 3-4 years.
Oh, 3-4 years.
3 years.
Oh.
And all he did, he was suspected, obviously, and it was like the 1890s. So like,
right now he's a surgeon on dead people. Or
no, he just graduated, but he made his living scamming.
Oh, wait, what the?
Yeah,
that's such a like
180
turn. It's
so it's even scarier because he didn't become a surgeon for the money. He became a surgeon for his disgusting hobbies, which is murdering people.
Oh. So
he claimed to be nothing but an insurance fraudster, and he just admitted that he used dead bodies to defraud life insurance companies in college. So basically, he'd be like, "Oh, my grandma died," and he'd just take a dead body from the college and be like, "Yeah, this is my grandma," or something like that. I think that's how it works.
Is that how life insurance works?
Yeah, like, it was the 1890s.
My grandma's died. Show me her dead body.
Like, I feel like there should have been more paperwork. It's like, oh, how did she die? Like, I don't know. This guy was smart, so so he's a scammer, but like, that was like nothing to what he did. So he did marry. Somehow, he did marry.
I don't find that surprising though. It's common that psychopathic people are really charming.
That's true.
That's what I think.
That's true, actually. That's true. And he married, but his housemates, knew about how he like beat his wife, kind of. So he did beat his wife.
So he's a scammer now.
He's a scammer,
and he just fell in love and married.
I don't know about love, but let's just say he beat her.
He married, and then now he beats her.
Yeah. Kinda.
And now he's living with roommates.
Yeah, he's living with housemates, and he treats his wife poorly. And honestly, that's like the least evil things he's done. That's all I'm gonna say right now. The least evil thing he's done is he beat his wife. He could have killed He could have killed his wife, but he beat her, and then she just divorced, and she didn't die. Like he didn't chase after her.
Wasn't divorce kind of? It seemed like a taboo thing back then. 1890s, right?
1890s.
So isn't that kind of taboo to divorce, right?
I don't know actually, because when I read all the old stories, I always see divorce, and I'm like, oh, it's whatever. Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe it's normalized.
She must have been strong.
Yeah, but not much about her. She just kind of went back home, and she's just like, oh, I never knew him. Kind of weird, I guess.
So they divorced, and then she just went back home.
Yeah, she kind of like feigned innocence, like, oh, I never knew who he was. I don't remember him. So that was just nothing really important. So after that, he moved to New York, Melrose Forks, New York, and there was a rumor that he was seen with the little boy, and that little boy that disappeared. The little boy disappeared. Okay, so
what?
And Holmes,
is this the little boy his?
No.
Is he a babysitter now?
No, or... I don't know. I think he just like randomly picked up a boy off the street. He was seen with the little boy, and that boy was seen disappeared, and all he said was, the boy went back to his home in Massachusetts. And nobody investigated. They're just like, no investigation took place, and he just left town. Like people.
Is that how things work? Though?
Yeah, it was the 1890s, so it was like people disappear all the time because there's no.
Dude, that's so scary.
There was no real communication. It'll be like if you're missing, I'll be like, hey yo, what's up? You still alive? But when a little boy disappears, they don't.
Yeah, call me.
Yeah, you can't really
call me.
check.
But then back then, I'm pretty sure if you disappeared, it would take months for like letters to like not reach you, and then someone would start suspicious.
Yeah, and even then, it's like, oh, maybe they did something and they just disappeared. Like, oh, they're good. Like, you don't suspect. Oh, he probably died. Like, nobody goes to that conclusion. It's just, I wonder where he is, and he just left town. I thought that was suspicious. Why would nobody investigate that?
Someone could just randomly say like, "Oh, he moved to the Caribbean islands or something."
Yeah, like it's just random. Well, I mean,
it's just a little boy.
Yeah, it's just a little boy. So I don't know why they would think that the little boy could have done anything. It's not like, the little boy.
It's a little boy.
Yeah, the little boy went to Hawaii to vacation. Oh, they don't have Hawaii at this point. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to say that. So yeah, after that, he left town, and then he would go to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And he got a job as a keeper at the Norristown State Hospital. So
he moved from New York. He's in
Pennsylvania now.
And then now he's in Pennsylvania after the boy went missing. Oh, wow.
And it's crazy because he just quit like after a few days. And it really makes you think.
Wait, what job did he take?
A keeper. I'm not sure what that is.
For animals? Or...
No, it's just a hospital.
So he's like doing stuff in his field now. But I'm pretty sure
but he quit after a few days.
Yeah.
So honestly, I got really suspicious. Well, not suspicious, but I was like, why did he just randomly work at a hospital and then just
quit right away? Oh.
And I thought about it, I was like, well, people die all the time at the hospital, right? So wouldn't it be...
I could see what it was.
Yeah, like wouldn't it be like nobody would bat an eye if he just killed a whole bunch of people? It'd just be like, oh, what a coincidence. The death rate of our hospital spiked ever since this guy joined. Like, you know?
Oh my god.
Like, look, because I researched, they didn't say anything about the death rates in the hospital or something like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if he killed a bunch of people in the hospital and people like, oh, I can't believe he had heart failure overnight. Probably killed them overnight or something.
Yeah.
So
was there ever any proof that he...
No, never. There's not much information about that. If anyone knows, please tell me. But from my research, nobody really...
Yeah, but it does seem suspicious.
Yeah, it's so suspicious.
Working there for very little and then just
like, quitting. A few days and just quitting, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he killed some people.
Yeah, and he it was the 1890s.
He probably got away with it.
Yeah, and it was 1890s. The death, the life expectancy wasn't really that high. So if someone died, you'd be like, oh, goddamn.
They could say some random stuff.
Yeah, like, goddamn, that sucks, man. Like, they probably didn't even know it was heart failure. They were just like, oh, he's not alive. That's probably the best thing they could have come up. 1890s.
Wait, do you think they knew about what heart attacks were back then?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they do.
You'd be surprised how little experience we have with medical back in.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It recently advanced.
I think it started advancing after World War II, right?
No, I actually don't know. Do you know the germ theory?
I don't.
The germ theory Oh wow! So ironically, so germ theory literally is just what it sounds like. There's a thing called germs. That's about it.
When did that develop?
Viruses were discovered in the 1890s, and
basically
literally right around when this guy started killing. So,
oh my god!
So
it's the virus.
Yeah, so that's how that's how bad our medical field was. We didn't know germs existed.
Yeah,
around this time.
Okay.
So I doubt they know what a heart attack was. But maybe some guy got a heart attack. He survived, and he's like, oh, I felt like my heart was getting attacked.
If he survives, he's probably gonna think that something he ate,
yeah,
or something, and then they'll start feeding bat wings to cure.
Yeah, so he later took a position at a drugstore after the hospital job.
Yeah,
and while he was working there, a boy died after taking some medicine he gave him.
What the? Not surprising.
Not surprising. Wow, what a coincidence, right?
Yeah.
Ever since probably 0% drug rate, death rate there, and then all of a sudden he joins. Someone finally dies.
Wait, now that I think about it, if the medical field wasn't that advanced back then, what was he studying?
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Maybe you're selling.
Oh wait, it's surgery. So
no, he was just selling drugs, like the drugstore, down the street, that. Yeah,
probably
And even the weirder thing is, he denied any involvement in the child's death and immediately left the city. How are people not seeing this? He's just oh, I didn't do it. And he just leaves the city. Doesn't make any sense.
I'm pretty sure because news didn't get around back then. It wasn't everyone had a TV. I'm pretty sure news had to get around through letters.
Yeah, I guess. But it was just it's crazy how this guy got away with so much things. I feel I'm pretty sure if he did that kind of stuff our time, we'd be caught easily. Because
right, yeah,
you'll see
how there's internet records.
Yeah,
now.
You'll see why. So, he moved to Chicago, and this is where his murder mansion started. So, I don't have
this guy rich.
Yeah, so at this point, I guess he's done multiple scams, and I guess he built up money.
Yeah,
he built up a fortune.
Yeah.
I don't really have much about the scams because we're not here to talk about his scamming techniques. It's just your basic.
It was just he made.
It was just the basic life insurance scams. And I'm pretty sure he did
get a lot of money from
I'm pretty sure he did because I think one of his payouts was $10,000.
Yeah, dude, back then wasn't that a lot? $10,000.
Let's check the inflation. $10,000, 1890 to inflation.
And I'm pretty sure life insurance, if they pay a lot.
Yeah, so 10,000. Whoa, it was
10,000.
280 about 280K.
Oh my god!
This is from one of his payouts. What? Okay, this guy's rich, mad rich.
That's crazy.
So now you know why he has a murder mansion. Paid for that. So he was actually named Mudgett.
Mudgett.
Wait, let's see his full name.
Mudgett. Is that his nickname?
Let me explain. So his original name was Herman Webster Mudgett, but then when he went to Chicago, he changed his name to H.H. Holmes. The guy we know now.
So originally his original birth given name was Mudgett.
Yeah, Henry Howard Holmes, and he did it because his name was connected to too many incidents.
Yeah.
And he was in Chicago, so it's a big city, so information kind of gets around. He got a job. He got a job in a drugstore again.
Drugstore.
Oh, you have any past experience? Oh yeah, some guy died the last time when I worked there. I'm pretty sure he has a terrible resume.
Pretty sure it's actually really nice though. He's gonna be I worked all across the states in the medical field.
But yeah, so using his knowledge of medicine and his ability to charm everyone, he meant to secure his position. So
as what?
As
drug seller?
Yeah, actually, yeah, drug
pharmacist.
I didn't go much into detail for that, but basically, I guess he either got the job. He just got the job because he was charming. That's about it. Oh. I don't really have much details on that.
Oh no, what job? What kind of job?
Yeah, so he bought. Oh, what job? Yeah. He was a drugstore seller. I guess pharmacist.
Pharmacist.
That's as high as you can get.
Oh.
So he bought a whole building. The murder mansion, you know.
Yeah, bought land, right?
He bought the land. Oh, he didn't buy the land. It was a building already, so it was already you know. And his.
So it was already built.
Yeah, it was already built.
Oh, already built. Oh, okay.
His plan, his quote unquote cover up plan was the first floor is gonna be storefronts to sell stuff.
First floor, okay.
For new businesses. Third floor would be apartments.
Okay.
And That's about it. The second floor, he didn't say. It didn't
But
say.
I thought it was like a hotel.
It's confusing because it's like an apartment and like a store. It's just weird because I don't have the exact details, but it's just people went in, and I'll show you why. But the second floor was the death part. The third floor was the apartments. I don't know if anyone actually lived there.
So third and fourth floor were apartments?
No, third floor.
Was
That's the highest it goes.
First floor is a storefront.
Second floor was really the death place.
Like, so is it actually a store? Could you go in there and buy stuff? First floor.
I don't know why they didn't talk about that. I actually looked through like a bunch of articles. They didn't say anything about that. Like,
but what we know is first floor is a store front.
Yeah.
Second floor is where all the death labs.
So there's more than 100 rooms, and it was stretching for an entire block. So it was huge.
Throughout the whole building, or just the third floor?
What's up?
Just the third floor, or
the third floor is the apartment.
The third floor had 100 rooms. Or
no, the whole thing was 100 rooms. Thing? That's what you meant.
Oh.
And yeah, and he constructed. No, he didn't construct it. He hired people to construct it. And the crazy part is, he would switch builders and architects frequently. So while like building,
the land was already. He bought the land with a building on it.
Yeah,
but
so
to like
now he's modifying it. Basically.
Modifying it to
be the death mansion or the murder mansion.
Oh, okay. So he's having architects build the first floor as a store.
No,
it's already has a store.
That's what I think. They doesn't go much into details about the exact buildings, but all I know is that he switched it. So like let's say 10 dudes would do 10% of the building. He fired them. He get 10 more people do 10% again.
Yeah.
Because if you do the same guy, obviously they're gonna find out like, hey, why is there gas pipes leading into this empty room? Pretty sure they'll figure it out.
Oh, I think like the government does that too when they have people build on like top secret projects. They have certain people work on one certain part.
Yeah.
Like no one will know what it's about unless everyone that works on that project talks about it, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I worked on this.
Yeah, so so that obviously you know why he did that. So the architect won't be like, "Oh, I can't believe we're building a death mansion. There's a trap door leading to spike trap." Like I don't know, like like it's just like that was basically the whole point.
Why am I building a tunnel?
Yeah.
A gas pipe.
I thought this was an apartment. Why is this tunnel leading to like an empty room?
Yeah, well.
So yeah, but he would.
That's pretty smart though. This guy's smart.
So I think he did actually have a working apartment because it says right here he would dismiss entire staffs of workers periodically, so only he knew the layout of the. So I guess he was a legitimate establishment.
So
he had staff.
Well, basically, if it's like that, then I'm assuming he only hired people to work on the second floor.
Yeah. So
because
I don't know.
That's where the death happens, right?
Yeah. So I guess he was a legitimate business. So there'd be layouts with fake doors. I told you that. Yeah. Gas lines to random rooms.
Yeah.
Chutes to the basement.
Chutes to the basement.
Tubs of lye in the basement.
Tubs of what?
Lye.
Lice?
Lie.
Imagine dying by lice. Oh my god.
Ironically, I thought lye was something, but it's to leach ashes. So I think
that's something very old.
I think it's dissolving. Oh my god, lye is dissolves bodies. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So you know where we're going with that.
Hide the bodies.
Probably. Yeah. So here's in the description of the basement. So forgot 3 floors and a basement. Forgot about that.
I bet a lot of serial killers got away back then. I bet there's serial killers that we don't even know about.
Yeah, 1890s. Let's just say people weren't really like.
You just go missing and then.
Yeah, they go missing, and I'll tell you why. It's because in the day it was just like people got moving around a lot, right? And you just don't suspect. You don't suspect it.
To Europe.
Yeah, he thought Europe was a great place, so he left. Yeah. Turns out he's like dead in the mansion. Oh God, so here's one description.
That's kind of crazy. I feel like just recently, now we have the technology to kind of make ourselves safer. Like, back then, it's like, I think about 1980s. I think people still got away with stuff back then. Oh! The thing about dissecting people to look at how they die. Forensics, right?
Oh, forensics! That's it. Forensics.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So here's a description of the basement. So, besides a blood-covered operating table, they found a woman's blood-soaked clothes. Another surgical surface was nearby, along with the crematory, an array of medical tools, a bizarre torture device. Imagine having a torture device so crazy they don't even know what it is. a bizarre torture device.
Oh yeah.
And shells of disintegrating acids.
Shells of this.
Oh, shelves. So
shelves of this.
So it was just a line of acids, and
like different concentrations.
So basically, he burned people. He dissolved bodies. He dissected people here. This was his basement.
Dude.
So like second floor had the trapdoor. Probably trapped her all the way down to the basement. Hey, welcome to my basement. Let me dissect you and murder you.
That's kind of scary. If you think about it, it's just you walk there and it just looks like a normal establishment, and then.
So from that, people.
How do people not suspect like when people go in, they don't come out? Did he do stuff systematically? Like one person out of everyone?
Same again. It's people just disappear and it'd be normal. Cares? That's normal. Yeah, it's just like. Yeah, and I'll get into that. So obviously, his fascination with dead bodies had last long before after college, and his surgical skills. So he literally became a surgeon just to dissect bodies to murder, or after murdering them.
Oh, after murdering them, he dissect them.
So he's like fascinated with dead bodies. You know those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always get worried. Like I always see the TV shows. It's like. Oh, I love dead bodies, and that's so
Wait,
creepy.
what? What TV shows are you watching?
Oh, it's like the crime TV shows.
Oh. Cops?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
If I die, I want to be cremated.
Yeah.
Just because of that.
I mean, he cremated, so...
He cremated
But
himself?
he would dissolve the ashes, I think.
Oh, he cremated the bodies. Oh,
yeah.
That's true.
And...
But I'd rather not, like, get murdered than...
Yeah, I mean, I hope not. If you die, then I can't continue the podcast.
If I die, would you avenge me?
Where would I go to
say
avenge you?
If I die, right? And you knew who killed me, would you avenge me?
I tried my best. Let's just say that. I tried my best. He murdered you. Why would he murder me, bro? What do I have better than him?
Because I'm your friend.
Yeah, it's not about the will. It's about the effort. Do I have...
Do you have the strength?
Do I have the skills?
The skills to avenge me?
Yeah.
Or are you just running towards your death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he would drop his victims to the chutes or the fake trapdoors. So it's just like a little like woo, and he just goes down.
Wait. So he kills them, and then on the second floor there's a trapdoor that he knows about.
No. So the second floor has trapdoors, and that was like a delivery system. It would deliver him right straight to the basement.
Yeah. So he kills them, and then he throws them in the trapdoors, and then they.
No. They would run around the maze, and they would accidentally fall into the trapdoor.
And then their trapdoor leads them down.
To
the first floor into the basement.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's another floor, the basement.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling you. It's the basement. It's on the ground.
Dude, that's... What if people go into the store and then you just hear like, help! Like...
And you just hear like a little like, whoosh! It's like...
Yeah!
It's like screaming. It's like, what's that? Oh, I think this hotel's haunted.
Oh, that probably had like...
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure...
There's no rumors like that though. So, or not
really?
Not that I saw.
Because it's murder.
Maybe
so...
Okay, but
you would expect there's like evil, angry spirits. Okay, not evil, but like angry spirits that have resentment towards that guy.
That's
right?
true. But the room
it's not haunted.
It's not haunted. Well, it's haunted now, probably.
Oh yeah,
everybody had died, but it wasn't haunted at the time. Well,
probably
before it started killing.
Yeah.
But there was soundproofing in all the rooms, so I wouldn't be surprised if he soundproofed the chutes.
Oh.
So that's So you would drop them, he would dissect them. Not sure if they're dead or alive at that point. So,
dude, I'm pretty sure he did it both ways.
Yeah, so I don't think he discriminated.
That's kind of... Oh my god, just imagine like being awake right now and then like some dude cutting like your arms. Oh my god.
No painkillers. I don't even know they had painkillers.
Yeah, I bet this guy's like a because didn't you say he's tortured animals?
Well, that was a rumor. No proof for me to be able to say that was a true story.
Oh, so as a child, it's rumored that he tortured animals.
Yeah,
so I'm pretty sure he's a sadist.
Yeah,
and he like enjoys the pain.
I wouldn't be surprised though, because how did you randomly? As a child, you kind of find like the joy. Oh, I love dissecting animals. Then you become a surgeon. I don't think people become a surgeon and then realize, oh, I love dissecting people. Although I'm pretty sure it happens, but
okay, let's not go there. That's that's a correlation that is not right.
Yeah, I guess.
Just because I don't think surgeons like dissecting people. I think they like saving people. That's what they do it for, not to dissect.
Just because you're a surgeon, you have to dissect people. Being a surgeon,
Oh, that's true. Not, I feel like
because surgeons you do stitches on their like body parts like that.
If you think about it, there's psychopaths in every parts of life. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there are psychopaths as surgeons.
Yeah, you have to be a little bit of a psychopath to be able to do surgery.
Either that or super strong-willed, man.
That's true. That's true. So not ironically, interestingly, victims were not lured in. It wasn't like, oh, buy one get one root get one free.
Buy 2 monsters get one, just like we have right now.
Yeah. So they were like they entered on their own like will.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because they like I said, it looks like a normal establishment. Yeah, and it's something we could have stayed at. Remember, like when we went to,
could have just been like, SF? Oh, looks interesting.
Yeah. Dude, if we just stayed at some random inn, I'm pretty sure there would have been some creepy stuff going on.
Yeah, and like it was likely because the owner was really charming, like we said. Charming.
Yeah, no one would suspect anything.
And he seemed like he was super rich and like a strong not strong person, like a high position society person.
Oh
like
my god, yeah.
And often these people were his employees. So obviously we hired them. I guess I want to say that's like luring in, but I guess hiring them isn't really luring.
So the victims were most of the time his employees.
Yeah, mostly employees. During his 2 short years in the castle, Holmes hired more than 150 women to work as his stenographers.
What's that? What's a stenographer?
Let me look that up.
Stenographer sounds like
a writing thing. Oh, transcribed speech.
Like,
so they would write. For what?
Captioning?
No.
What is transcribing speech?
I don't know. So let's just say he hired them. Okay, that's all I know. So, so this is the creepy part. He would sometimes photograph his favorites. They were young, beautiful, and trusting of this gentleman in the big, unfamiliar city. So a woman be coming from like the countryside, be like, "Oh, look, this rich guy, he's so nice. He's giving me a high-paying job." This
reminds me of that anime Akame Got Killed.
Oh, that
first episode. Oh my god!
It's creeping me out, man.
This is exactly the country people go to the big city.
And my god, they're so rich. They give me food. It's like steak.
Yeah, next thing you know, you're dead.
And they're sucking your stomach, and the steak that you ate just came out.
Oh my! Give me that steak back.
Yeah, and it was just like he's rich. He's like, I can give you a good paying job. And remember at this time,
dude, that's so scary.
Remember at this time is 1890s.
Yeah, he's using trust.
Women haven't been able to vote.
See, since I would have fallen for it. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, you're a guy. I don't think he would have hired you.
Okay,
but you're a girl.
Say if I was a girl, I would have fallen for it.
Yeah.
Because it's
charming.
Yeah, he's charming. So I would trust him, right?
Yeah.
And then that's the scary part.
It's always
because when you think about it, anyone could be a serial killer. You could be a serial killer. You're charming.
And
why you just laugh?
I don't know that one, buddy. And it was the 1920s. Women haven't been able to vote since the 1920s. So 1890s. Imagine getting a good paying job.
Yes.
Women weren't able to vote into 1920. I don't even know about the minimum wage for women because I'm pretty sure the gender gap was huge in the 1890s.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So
women paid very little, if none at all.
Yeah, because
I'm pretty sure just the guys worked, and that's what society wanted.
Yeah, so that's also a part. Maybe he gave them a good pay, but they probably didn't get their pay because they died.
Oh my god!
Imagine getting murdered a day before your paycheck. It's just like
okay, that's just oh my god, man.
Yeah. So
it creeps me out because he seems like such a from the outside you wouldn't even think he's a serial killer.
And this is dead in Chicago. So Chicago is like the big city, like it's like New York, like the New York of our time.
Oh.
Well, I mean Chicago still today is like the big city.
I've never been,
but it's like the LA. You know, it's like everybody goes there.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's basically. That's a good comparison. It's like LA. Like, everybody goes there.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing we were talking about. People come and go all the time in the big city, often without notice. So, the disappearance of the young woman working under Holmes could always be excused as a young woman moving on or heading back home. So, that's why he got away with this kind of stuff. So, once again...
I'm pretty sure there weren't any, cameras for alibis. Like, you can't see them leaving. He'll just be like,
no cameras.
She left 1 hour earlier, right before you came. Yeah. You just missed her.
Yeah, it's just, So... Ironically, he did not get caught because of his... there's a lot...
He didn't get caught up because of what?
Because of his, murder mansion. Nobody were like, oh, this is like a suspicious place. Let's check it out, and then we arrested him. There's more to it. It has like, don't ask questions about it because there's more stories connecting to it. So I had to kind of run through everything almost. So yeah, so it turns out theft and financial schemes is what causes the arrest. Because it's scamming years, he's scammed for like decades now.
That's what.
So that's
so he wouldn't have got caught for.
Yeah, so he would have got caught. Insurance companies were on his ass for like decades because this one guy somehow claimed like hundred or like tens of like
from one person.
Yeah,
it was like $280,000.
How many people do you know, man? You claim like 30 people for life insurance.
Yeah, probably murdered all of them.
Yeah, so after decades of criminal activity, he was finally arrested. And his arrest only showed connections between him and one murder. So he got arrested.
Didn't he like take bodies from the college or something?
Yeah. Well, this is his old years, so I don't know if he... Oh no, he probably claimed life insurance on the people he killed too.
Oh yeah. Bruh.
Yeah, so...
But then what's the acid for? Oh, maybe he burns...
No, maybe he's like, oh, I'll claim this guy's body, but this guy, I'll just like... delete it. Maybe he just like it's like God. maybe he didn't want to claim maybe he was trying to like save space,
Wait, were you in chemistry that one day where we had that acid project where you put the little metal in there and it started dissolving it?
No, I know what you're talking about.
Dude, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I'm pretty sure that's the acid they used.
It looked like a clear liquid, right?
Yeah.
And then we put some kind of metal in there, and then it started dissolving very slowly over like 30 minutes, and then by the end of it, it was gone. The metal piece was gone that we put in the pool of acid.
Did you?
And it was just clear.
Did you guys put your finger in?
No, but I'm pretty sure if I put it in, it would have burned. But that's crazy. If you think about that to a human body, it's just... how is anyone going to trace
I'm pretty sure it does it over time. Like a couple weeks. No, not a couple weeks.
I mean, it's still...
Days. Well, I mean,
it still destroys it.
Yeah,
and then...
I'm pretty sure you put your finger in and you wouldn't be like, oh my god, my finger's all gone. It's probably like... leave it there for 5 days and then it's gone.
Yeah, but for what I was just saying, like that acid that we used, it was crazy. That metal piece was gone.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Scary. So he had multiple acids. There was not one.
Oh yeah, so
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and earlier I said lie, so I think that was his favorite. Lie.
Dude, he probably got away with hiding bodies. How do they even know what body count?
Dude, that's the thing. I'll go more into it.
Okay.
So his arrest only showed connections between all his financial like scams. So it's like wow. So on paper right now, this guy is just a huge scammer.
He's not even a murderer.
And he murdered one person, like at least one. It was connected. He wasn't suspected. Yeah. He was connected to a murder. One. He killed like I don't know. So it turns out people estimate he killed about 200 people.
That's
and more, maybe more.
Jeez.
But he was connected to one at this point. It's crazy, right? It shows how ineffective the police force. Oh no, I think it's a mix of communication because obviously no cameras, no telephones. It was just a lot of bad, like maybe ineffective policing.
No, I don't think it's ineffective police. Really, it's just ineffective tools. They didn't have as much tools.
That's true.
As
like
we do
yeah,
right now. Pretty sure. Actually, I don't know how the police were.
Yeah, 1890s. If anybody is an expert on the 1890s,
your word for it.
Don't take my word for it.
No, like the police would just take whatever word.
Yeah,
for
they
it, right?
hardly care.
I think the only thing back then they could use is alibi. Like 5 people said you were here, but why are you saying you were there?
Yeah,
you know.
Everybody knows. If everybody's an expert in the 1890s on the police force, please do tell us. I'm not sure. I just want to say they're kind of not useless, but I don't think their job was really to solve crimes. I think it was just like just police, make sure people don't riot, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they used to not have the right tools. But...
And so while he was arrested, he boasted of committing at least 27 murders.
27.
He confessed to 27 murders. But
what's the whole point of confessing to part of them? You're already convicted. Just confess to all of them.
But he gave 3 different confessions from while in prison, and all of them had different numbers. But the first one, I only got 27. But turns out he confessed 3 times.
He's been arrested now, and he's confessing. The first one, how many? 27?
He said 27, but I don't know the other times. And apparently that, somehow screwed the law or something, because he was confessing and they didn't know which number to believe, so it kind of ruined the evidence almost. I don't know. That was kind of weird. I don't know how it works. I should have probably looked more into that.
So their evidence was just his confession.
His confessions, and then
how did they? Oh, so it's believed that he killed.
Yeah, he committed.
But he's only confessed to 27. Yeah. But he gave a different number another time.
Yeah, it's like 3 times. 3, not just another.
But for sure, he
murdered a lot. That's all you need to know.
He's
been murdering, and he murdered.
But I mean, but for sure,
yeah,
the police knows that he murdered one person.
Like, I mean, how can you do a body count? He burned everything, and he like disintegrated everything.
Yeah, that's true. I think the 200 comes from just people saying that their family is missing.
Yeah.
And they went here.
Yeah, so I'm not.
So there's probably way more.
Yeah, there's
you
too
don't
much.
know.
Yeah, everybody disappears. Other serial killers are killing. Maybe doesn't mean like just one guy was killing everybody in Chicago. It's like several people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it was just hard to trace down. The true amount of victims was impossible to figure out because the mansion was specifically equipped for Holmes to basically disintegrate and like dispose of the bodies.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah.
Or burn them in a stove.
Is it still up today? The mansion?
It burned down. That's actually a creepy story. Let me talk about it. Oh. So in one pile of ashes...
Oh, dude. When you said that, I got chills because I'm thinking about the ghost right now.
Yeah, investigators found a small gold chain from a woman's shoe. So that's how bad it was. They just found shoes and they'd be like, this is one person. That's how bad it was. They had to use items from the dead body person.
Yeah.
So... in 1893, so remember this is in 2 years. He killed 200 people, suspected in 2 years. Mm-hmm. Pretty short year. 1893 Chicago World Fair was one of American history's most attended cultural event, with millions of people attending over the duration of the fair. Mm-hmm. Thousands of people went missing during the World's Fair. Some papers suggested the actual count of Holmes victims stretched into the 200s.
Wait, I'm sorry. So they went to a fair?
No, so...
There was a fair.
So Chicago had a huge-ass cultural fair, and it was just kind of like cool things happening. It was like one of the biggest things in the world.
Oh, so yeah, an event back then, right?
And this was like prime time for the murderers because thousands of people
would go to the murder house?
No, not thousands. Like, in general, thousands of people went missing. It's a big city.
So, he's in jail though, right?
No. This is like, this is not sequential. I'm just telling like, one of the events of his murder mansion is that his biggest time was probably the peak
of his murder days
the peak murder day was probably the Chicago World Fair because millions of people are attending. Yes. Think about it. Our population is like 200K and millions of people showed up just for this one fair.
Yeah,
all over the world.
I feel like you would walk one step and then you bump into someone. That's how crowded
it was crowded and thousands of people went missing.
Oh dear.
And they just like, I don't know, they probably did some like fancy math and they're just like, because there's other murders.
How long was the affair for? Because you would have to think if thousands of people went missing, how many people went missing over time, you know?
But you gotta think there's numerous serial killers. That's what I'm telling you. So they just kind of did fancy math and they're just like, oh, maybe he killed like 5% of the thousands. So nobody really knows. Because he wasn't the only one killing people. People were killing people all the time. Like not even like serial killers. What if like you had a bar fight? Yeah, like a bar fight with some dude. You accidentally killed the guy. Doesn't mean you're a serial killer.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was just
kinda.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. You're not serial.
Not serial killer, but you're a killer.
Yeah, but when you think about it, like, I don't want to be that guy, but thousands out of millions. That's a pretty low death rate. I'm not gonna lie.
1,000. That's like
for the 1890s, the low death rate. Thousands out of millions.
What is that?
That's almost like less than like 1%, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it wasn't that bad.
Maybe?
Well, nowadays it's 0% death rate, or like 1 out.
No way. That's probably way more.
No, I'm pretty sure it's like out of like a million people, probably like 10, 20, 30 people died.
Get murdered?
Well, not murdered, like die of something.
How do you, like right now, if with all the not surveillance, but advanced police tools that they have, how low do you think the serial murder rates have gone? I
mean, we haven't really had a recent serial killer.
That's true. Unless there's some that are...
Well, maybe they haven't been discovered yet, but like, in general...
Maybe if you look back like 100 years from now, they'll be like, oh my god, your town is the most famous for people being killed all the time, but no... But then right now we don't know anything about it because they haven't been discovered yet.
Yeah, so...
What if the notorious serial killer lives down the street from you right now?
Well, hopefully he doesn't kill me. I have a future, man. I need to ask out this girl.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so he died by hanging after he got arrested. There's more to that story.
He got hung?
Yeah, so I'm gonna sum up the murder mansion. There's more about him.
Okay.
So he died via hanging.
Yeah.
They hung him.
Yeah.
That was the thing back then.
Strange. Don't they still do death executions? Just different methods now.
Oh, yeah, they inject you now. It's the humane thing to do. Ironically, so a strange fate befell on people connected to the case.
A strange what?
Strange fate.
Fate.
Bad things started happening to people who were connected to the case, and I'll start describing it. The man who basically snitched on him. He didn't snitch on them for the murder mansion. He was like, "Oh, he's doing illegal shit." Capture him.
The fraud.
Insurance fraud? Basically, the guy who snitched on them was shot by a Chicago police officer.
What?
The warden at the prison where Holmes had been held killed himself.
What?
The office of the district attorney who argued the famous case caught on fire, and the only item to survive the fire,
the gold chain.
No.
Oh.
Was a photo of Holmes. The only thing that survived the fire was a photo of Holmes. Everything just burned down except a picture of Holmes.
What?
Patrick Quinlan, the former caretaker of the castle. This one makes sense though. It's not creepy. Who, after Holmes knew the most about the haunted building, committed suicide in 1914. He left a one sentence note. I could not sleep. Well, that honestly, that made sense.
So did he know about the murders?
He didn't. I guess he was just working there the whole time. He's like, oh shit, I was working at a murder mansion the whole time. That's how hidden it was. I don't know how he did it. How did people not find out? How you not throw the trash out? Like, oh my god, this trash can has a dead body in it. Or something like that.
No way. Holmes wouldn't do that. He would burn it.
Well, yeah, I know, but like, it's just like, how did this guy not... He was a caretaker of the castle. If you're the caretaker, you kind of like know all the rooms and you're cleaning it. Even the guy didn't know about the room.
Maybe like Holmes told him, hey, don't clean up the second room. Oh, I hired someone else to do it. But
yeah, I don't know. It was just crazy.
Not second room, second floor.
So everything else was creepy except that guy, because that kind of made sense. Imagine working like your whole life, not your whole life, but like work a decade at like, or not even a decade, like you work like 3 years at a murder mansion.
Yeah. And
you found out people were dying like right below your feet.
People that you saw walk in.
Like, oh hey, what's up, man?
Employees. You said employees, right? Oh, they quit so often. I don't know why.
And I that was the most reasonable suicide. So that was creepy. The photo one creeped me out so. I was like, it was like 3 a.m. when I was doing research for this, and I was getting so creeped out.
That gives me chills. But why would it kind of seems like there's something protecting him, you know?
Yeah, no.
But why would something be protecting him? Cause the people,
the devil,
right? Maybe. Cause the guy that snitched him out for insurance fraud is the reason why he got caught. But isn't that a good thing? Why is that guy being harmed? Same with the warden, right? The what is it called? Jail warden?
Jail warden or something like that. Prison warden.
Prison warden? Aren't they like? Who knows? It's kind of strange.
It is strange. And this is, let's see. Oh, so before his death in 1896, Holmes had suggested that he was turning into the devil. Even his face, he said, was taking on a demonic look.
His face?
Like, he was, like, just always smiling. He would always be creepy.
No!
Kind of, like, creepy. And he was, quote-unquote, turning into the devil. And relatives were like, he's changed. He's, like, possessed now.
If you're always, like, 24/7.
Yeah, like, it's just, like, you know the Joker?
All smiling,
have you seen the recent movie?
Huh?
The Joker movie?
I haven't seen it yet.
No, me too.
Have you?
No time, man. So final fun facts. So you already know. So he was fashionable, he was bright and likable.
Yes.
And he was so charming, he married 3 women at once. Unknowing. So he was married to 3 women at once.
So he cheated on all 3?
Yep.
Oh,
actually, I lied. That's the least evil thing he's done. Cheating. The next least evil would be beating his wife.
Oh
yeah.
So and then next after that, murder and all that.
The bar, I guess, is pretty low. I guess. So here's one of the.
I think the first, the worst thing is torturing animals, man. That's what the.
Well, that wasn't a true thing. That's why I told you, like, don't take that too hard, because I'm not sure. Oh, no proof.
Oh,
yeah,
no that's true.
They were just putting him into the typical serial killer like archetype, you know?
Yeah, because that's what
that's what I'm saying. Like you
all
knew
the
about
serial
it.
killers that I know for some reason as a child.
Like, don't be surprised if he did, but we don't have proof, and I don't want to like put that forward as a real fact.
Yeah, but you know that.
Yeah, I know serial killers. I know what you're talking about.
Like their background is always as a kid they tortured animals and stuff. Yeah. It's kind of a common thing.
This is like a different story. It's not really related to the murder mansion. So he had a right-hand man named Benjamin Pitiaz. Easy E.
So
Pitiaz.
That is.
So while he was working at a chemical bank building, so he worked at a bank. So this guy was very diverse, I guess. He became close friends with this guy named Benjamin Pitiaz, wherever, I don't know his name, man. And this guy was his right-hand man for several criminal schemes.
Yeah.
So a district attorney would, I think it's the same one. District attorney would later describe this man, Pitiaz. Man, what's his name? Let's call him Benjamin. As Holmes' tool, his creature.
Wait. Holmes would describe him?
No, the district attorney.
The district attorney would describe Holmes.
No, this guy, this best friend.
Wait, what?
Benjamin Pitiaz. He would describe this best man, his best friend, the right-hand man.
Holmes would describe Ben.
No. What are you talking? The district attorney.
District attorney?
Yes, the guy who would like execute, like prosecute him for the case. They would describe this guy as the right-hand man, as his tool.
Oh, so the case determined that.
No, like they just like I don't know, like this is a story, yeah. And basically, Pitiaz agreed to fake his own death. So this is like one of their insurance scams, and his wife would collect on a $10K life insurance policy, and she was to split.
280.
Yeah, she would split. They would split 3-way or 2-way with that. And the plan was Pitiaz was to set himself up as an inventor under the name B.F. Perry, then be killed and disfigured in a lab explosion, and then Holmes was supposed to find dead bodies that match Pitiaz. Or not match, but like
from his collection.
Yeah.
Murder. Oh my god.
Or I don't know where he got it from. Some sort of collection.
Yeah.
Instead, Holmes killed Pitiaz or Pizzle. Benjamin.
Oh my god.
He killed him by knocking him unconscious with chloroform and setting his body on fire with the use of benzene.
Some fire burn.
Some chemical
that burns.
In his confession, Holmes implied Benjamin was still alive after he used the chloroform on him prior to being set on fire.
So he burned him alive.
Yeah, but however, forensic evidence presented at Holmes' trial showed chloroform had been administered after his death.
Why would you administer chloroform when he's already dead? What's the whole point?
A fact which the insurance company wasn't aware of. That's not. And it was presumably so he could fake suicide, so Holmes could not be charged with murder.
But his body is burned alive, though.
That's why I don't get. But that's the whole plan. So the guy was he burned them, so he knew about that he got burned. But
yeah, he burned him
because remember the plan was that he was killed and disfigured in a lab explosion, so they wouldn't suspect that he was being burnt.
Oh,
it's a lab explosion.
Yeah.
And it's a lab, so like a lot of chemicals.
Yeah, and the chloroform.
Yeah, but when they actually expected it, it was put on after. So which doesn't make sense.
So he was burned alive.
Well, they don't know that.
Chloroform knocks you out, right?
Yeah.
So this guy was burned alive while awake and
no, he said it, but the evidence doesn't say otherwise.
Mm.
He said it. I think he said it to be edgy. I'm not gonna lie, which is kind of weird. But the real evidence
turning into the devil.
Yeah.
So
the real evidence that he died and then he put the chloroform.
Yeah. So
I don't know what he did to kill him. So this goes even worse. Holmes then went on to manipulate Benjamin's unsuspecting wife into allowing 3 of her 5 children, Alice, Nellie, and Howard, to be in his custody.
What the
this guy is so charming. He's somehow convinced.
Yeah, a woman's
doesn't make any sense.
3 of her kids. Don't tell me.
I have a hard time letting people out my pencils, and this woman somehow got charmed into I mean, It's crazy.
Trusted him.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, and
it's not that crazy though. Just think of it as like a family friend. Think of it, right?
Yeah,
because she obviously doesn't know he's a murderer. So
well, they did bad stuff, but I think they were scammers at this point, so they weren't murderers.
And this guy is a high position, charming, really gentleman-like. So it's not that surprising that he could charm her into. He'd probably be like, "Oh, I'll just take care of them and in my mansion, you know, and then raise them to be good people or something like that." And then she'll like take his word for it because he's so charming and trustworthy because of his position and stuff, you know. Yeah. She wouldn't suspect a thing.
So the eldest daughter and the baby remained with her, the mother. Holmes and the 3 children would travel throughout the northern United States and into Canada. Simultaneously, he escorted Mrs. Pitiez along the parallel route. So he would like have one car, I guess, one car with like the 3 kids, missing kids, and another car, not car, but whatever they had, another carriage, I guess, with the wife. So simultaneously on the same route. It was like living a double life.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
So he would travel. So there's 2. I'm gonna use cars as a reference, but I don't know. It could be horse carriage. So one carriage, he would be accompanying the 3 kids that he stole.
But the thing I don't understand is because didn't you say that he has custody of the 3 kids now?
No, not custody, not literally custody. Like not literally legal custody. I'm talking about custody. Like he has them under him.
Yeah, but why is the wife, his friend's wife, following along?
Because he's just leading her. That's it. That's all you know. He just escorted her.
Oh, escorted.
And he was simultaneously escorting both parties.
Yeah.
Okay. And he used various aliases.
Elias.
And he would constantly lie to her concerning her husband's death, claiming he was still hiding in London, claiming Benjamin was still hiding in London. Dead, actually, but yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. As well as lying to her about true whereabouts of her 3 missing children. Somehow he got custody, and they went missing, and she still believed him.
So
I don't know.
They're traveling together in a caravan, but separate.
There's like 2 caravans. There's like 2 carriages. One has the 3 missing children. One has her and the 2 eldest. Wait, no. One just has her, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And the 3 missing kids, they go somewhere else.
The 3 missing kids are going with them.
Yes.
Same place,
but they end up missing.
They're not missing. Though they are missing to her because they're not. They're in the... It's like...
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're trying to say now. So, to her, she just gave the
3 kids custody.
Holmes the 3 kids, right?
Yeah.
And then now that her kids are gone, or so she thinks.
Yeah.
She's going with Holmes to Canada or something.
For some reason.
Yeah, but her kids, or that she doesn't know, is in the other carriage with them, actually.
Yeah, another well, he's probably like running a double life. It's like if like, I don't know, my sister goes missing and turns out she's like dead across the street. Like she's been there like for years and I never knew. Like kind of like that simultaneous. Like it's just happening without you knowing. It was like right next door. Mm-hmm. Like he'd probably like carriage there, and then like at night he would go hang out with the woman, and then he'd just go back and forth. He had different aliases, right? So he had different like identities. I don't know. All right, so let's kind of clear this up. So Holmes would later confess to murdering them, the 3 kids, by forcing them into a large trunk and locking them inside. He drilled a hole in the lid of the trunk and put one end of a hose through the hole, attaching the other end to a gas line to asphyxiate the girls. So I guess to like knock them out or kill them.
Yeah. And
then Holmes would bury their nude bodies in the cellar of his rental house in Toronto, so in Canada.
So they were found.
Let me get to that. Frank Geyer, a Philadelphia police detective assigned to investigate Holmes and find the 3 missing children, found the decomposed bodies of the 2 girls in the cellar of the Toronto. Oh wait, he only killed 2 people. I don't know how to do the 3rd one, but he was trying to find it. So his murder spree finally ended when he was arrested in Boston on November 17th, 1894. This was because some other guy, Marion Hedgepath, was angry that he did not receive any money in the scam that Holmes did with them. So he snitched.
Yeah.
Same guy who got shot by the Chicago police officer I talked about earlier. The guy. This is the guy who snitched.
Oh.
Yeah. So, ironically, he wasn't arrested. He was arrested on an astounding warrant of horse theft. So he stole a horse in Texas. So he got arrested in Texas.
Yeah.
And authorities became more suspicious because Holmes appeared ready to flee the country.
Yeah.
With his third wife. So it was just kind of shocking. Like, he got arrested on a horse, stealing a horse, not murder or scams. So following this discovery of Alice's and Nellie's bodies, Chicago police and reporters started investigating this building.
I'm kind of curious what happened to the third child.
I don't know. I didn't.
Because he did take 3 of them.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's dead.
Chicago police would investigate his castle. That's what they call it. It's the castle, murder mansion, trap. I don't know, man. That's one of the names. And they discovered strange and efficient methods for committing torturous murders. Many of the bodies relocated were so badly dismembered and decomposed. It was hard. I already talked about that. It was hard to determine exactly how many bodies there were.
Oh yeah.
So imagine seeing like a couple of arms. You're like, I'm not even sure how much people died here.
Oh, so that's how it was. He didn't just completely dissolve.
I think it was a good mix. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't think he was like.
So some of it he.
Yeah. You ever have those days where you're like lazy and you just leave your clothes on the bed?
Oh my god!
So, like,
what a nasty analogy.
Yeah, well,
I see it.
Yeah,
now.
like it's like one of those days. He's too lazy to disintegrate the body, so he just lays on the floor. Here's a fun fact. So he had 2 kids. With two wives. So one kid with one wife and another kid with another wife, and they grew up to be a certified public accountant and a public school teacher. So he had the evil genes, and I guess it didn't pass down. I want to say because I didn't find anything suspicious on them.
I don't know if it's evil gene actually. Maybe
that's what I'm saying. And
had a fucked up childhood.
Yeah, that kind of rounds up. No, I mean I just told you like a whole full ass like he's not messed up. He's fucked up.
Yeah,
like he's fucked up. And this is his final quote before he died. I was born with the devil in me. I could not help the fact that I was a murderer. No more than the poet can help the inspiration to sing. I was born with the evil one standing as my sponsor besides the bed where I was ushered into the world, and he has been with me since. So he's 100% sure he's evil. He knows he's evil. Everything he's done is evil. Evil, evil, evil.
Probably mental illness, maybe.
Well, I don't know. And then it's just like, it's crazy because like I littered the other day and I felt terrible. And I went back and picked up trash. And this guy murdered like 200 people. He burned them and disintegrated them. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And it just kind of shows like, are humans innately evil, good, or neutral? Or like, did he grow up fucked up? Because I don't have his childhood. I only have his early life as like a college student. And it's kind of crazy. Like,
yeah.
I personally think he was just born fucked up. And
I don't think so. It's probably...
I want to say it's borderline mental illness.
Because didn't you say his father abused him?
Like I said, not sure. They were just putting him to the typical serial killer archetype.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, H.H. Holmes. Henry... Ah, shit, I forgot his name. Henry...
H.H. Holmes.
Herman. No, it wasn't Herman. That was his old name.
Herman
H.H. Holmes.
Was it Mudster?
Mudgett. Mudgett. Wait, no, Mudgett. It was Mudgett. Dr. Henry Howard Holmes. That's him and his murder mansion, his interesting life. Well, not interesting, disgusting life. Interestingly disgusting life.
Interestingly disgusting. It's kind of scary. I'm still kind of shocked at how... I mean, it's disturbing how these serial killers are always these trustworthy people, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the worst type of serial killer, when they're the trustworthy one.
Ooh. I mean, he did fit every archetype, like every aspect of a serial killer. Charming, unsuspecting, blah blah blah.
There's different types.
Though. Yeah, that's true.
Crazy, and you know that they have serial killer in them because of their eyes and stuff. But this guy, he was just like a normal guy.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it. He seems like a trustworthy guy. I would trust him.
So that's all we have for today. H.H. Holmes, Murder Mansion. If you guys want, you can look up more on him. I didn't really cover that much, I'm not gonna lie. It mostly talked about his insurance scams, but today I wanted to focus on Murder Mansion because insurance scams doesn't kill anybody. Murder Mansion does.
Unless he killed them for insurance scam.
So nah, why would he do that? Yeah, well, thanks for listening, guys. Hope to see you guys next week. We'll see. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to. What do you think?
We'll see.
We'll see.
No promises.
Not sure what we're gonna be doing next week, but next week Kevin will be doing the subject.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'll do another one another week, but right now I haven't seen any interesting subjects, but that's all we have planned. Hopefully we will be able to do this bi-weekly. That's the plan.
Maybe even monthly, because I think that the more time you do research on something,
I mean, I only spent like a couple days, but it was a lot because I didn't need to. That makes sense.
That's a lot, actually.
I mean, yeah, it was a good amount, but yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Oh man, this could be our Halloween special. I just realized.
It is.
Ah, crap.
This is kind of creepy. Yeah. I got chills.
Oh well, have a great day. Have a great day, guys.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.